Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Transport operators protest over high gas prices and high ticket fees. Godfrey Stewart High School turns away students over dress code breach. And later in sports, Jamaican boxer Ricardo Brown now have 5 wins from 5 professional fights. I'm Kalisha Williams and here are the details. A series of protests by taxi operators across the corporate area has stalled thousands of commuters. As we hear in this report from Cody and Barrett, high gas prices and high ticket fees have forced operators to withdraw their service.
The working public and school children commuting this morning were met with unexpected delays due to a massive protest by transport operators in Halfway Tree. The operators in one of Jamaica's busiest transportation hubs say they fear they might soon be out of a job if police officers continue to issue tickets at exorbitant fees.
Even if the man them say, all right then, they might group up some money, if you go pay the ticket, they might end up suspending the man in license. Same way, the man them now gonna have no job. Remember, you know, when you used to charge you $15,000 for one ticket whenever in the law book, you know. Right? A 1 pint of bill and the light add up to a man used to pay and lawfully, you know. And we don't get back that money, you know. We come so now and create some new ticket book now with some fresher ticket. We're even more expensive. One ticket jump, seatbelt ticket jump from $1,000 down to $2,500.
According to another operator, the Transport Authority and the police are operating under 2 different acts.
A transport receipt is respected by the Transport Authority, who is the regulatory body of PPV operators. So why is the Transport Authority badge receipt is respected by the Transport Authority and it is not respected by the police?
They say it's unreasonable for taxi operators to pay these tickets.
I pick up the money off a ground to pay them. It now work. When they check it out now, the man them soon don't have a job, and when they don't have a job, they will go turn to crime. Yes. We need an amnesty. Yes. Simple. Sure. Right now, the judge by the traffic court is extreme. Right. Him add up the points stamp on the ticket. And once he pass the amount of points, we have the driver's license, he's going to revoke and suspend the driver's license. So it just a build up, it's just a build up, and I get worse.
They promise to continue the strike for the remainder of the week or until the issue is addressed.
We are asking the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Ministry of Transport, please look into this, do something quickly.
We would like for them to come, listen to our concerns in a meeting, take everything down in writing, and it must be signed by both parties. So that at the end of the day, we have a copy, they have a copy, so they cannot say that we did not inform them that this is happening. So that we have a positive way going forward.
Cody and Barrett, TVJ News.
Students of Seaforth Technical and Marnt Bay High Schools were left stranded in Yala St. Thomas this morning as several taxi operators withdrew their service. The drivers say they are continuing their protest over the deplorable road conditions. President of Eastern St. Thomas Taxi Operation Association, Kirk Brown, is urging commuters to take a different approach until the ongoing problems are resolved.
All we can do is, is tell the passengers to come out early so that you can get to your destination on time because of the slow pace of the operators at this time until we get back on a regular base where we get more red plate in the system.
Now they insist that the only solution is to fix the roads. And so the taxi operators and commuters are pleading with the authorities to rectify the ongoing problems.
If we fix the road from Friday, you understand, and then go and left it same way, and I want to know now, I want like say, we want them obligation, we don't want them know nothing, and them want we something, you understand, because they don't come through the road, you know, you understand, they mash up the road, I want them done in way, like say, we are the problem.
The condition of the road is causing a problem. The children can't get to go to school on time because the road is so bad and no taxi or bus wants to go to Marnt Bay or even further St. Thomas.
Months after fire gutted the Highgate Market in St. Mary, vendors and butchers are still without a permanent facility to ply their wares. Mayor of Port Maria, Richard Creary, said the plan for repairs is still being finalized, but persons have been given the go-ahead to build temporary structures on the premises. More in this report. Signs of life at the Highgate Market in St. Mary, 2 months after the facility went up in flames, reportedly because an appliance was left plugged in.
We met with vendors on more than one occasion, and what we are looking at doing, Mr. Douglas should have by now completed an estimate to do a temporary meat market. So we will not be building anything permanent. It's a temporary meat market where we, put up the uprights, put on a roof, do the necessary mesh and so on.
Vendors have been struggling to pick up the pieces for some time now. Many of them lost everything in the fire. Now, Mayor of Port Maria, Richard Creary, says some of the vendors have started rebuilding temporary structures.
There's a section of the roof that is still basically intact. We'll allow the food vendors to use that section, and as discussed with the shop owners, that they can go ahead and rebuild their shops temporarily as well until whenever the reconstruction will start. Then those shops will again have to be relocated to another area till the construction phase ends.
He also urged vendors to follow the rules as outlined by the municipal corporation when building the temporary structures.
For example, a man at a shop 10 by 10 and see an opportunity now he wants to build it 40 by 20. We will not allow that. So I have told Mr. Davis and Mr. Anchard to meet with the vendors, mark the areas that they are going to occupy, and they can reconstruct. So I hope that has by now been done, because I noticed the last time I passed Highgate, I saw some shop construction taking place.
However, Mr. Creary failed to say why reconstruction of the market has not started and did not provide a timeline for the repairs. Continuing the news now, the Guys Hill Primary and Infant School is now better equipped to handle the technological needs of its students following the launch of a computer lab at the institution recently. As Sandy Williams reports, the lab was donated by international charity organization Project 16 Incorporated.
A new computer lab opened for students at the Guys Hill Primary and Infant School in St. Catherine. The lab features 22 computers, a projector screen and tripods. The facility was donated by Project 16 Incorporated, an international charity organization.
Also, along with the computers, I did purchase a software program called iReady that they will be using, and iReady tracks your data assessments, and it gives them lessons and also provide direction on what the teacher needs to do with the students when they get on the program. So all students will not be able to use iReady as of yet, only 100 so far, and then next year we'll add on more license to reach the 300 plus students here.
School principal Beverly Sittle points out the timeliness of the project as the institution had no devices. In this COVID-19 era, which calls for virtual teaching and learning, Ms. Sittle says the new computer lab will assist in improving the students' online capabilities.
The provision of the computers and the downloaded software will greatly enhance our numeracy and literacy program. This program is tailored for students who are reading below their grade levels, so we chose 100 students to benefit from the program. And it's very intensive. Our teachers have been trained during the summer, and we are ready and raring to go.
Grade 3 teacher Nicola Brown also notes that the lab will help the students become computer literate.
It will help not only in the personal aspect of our children's life, but their overall development. And for example, with software, like as in typing and online platforms, those are things that can help to expand our children's learning.
While expressing gratitude for the donation, the Guys Hill Primary principal says more development will be needed for the lab.
We're all excited and we're really happy for this donation. And I am reaching out to Jamaica to assist us with further donation for this lab in terms of AC units. And I have an estimation here, over $600,000 is needed to completely retrofit this lab.
Sandy Williams, TVJ News.
For the latest in the financial world, here's Cody and Barrett with the Business Minutes.
The Bank of Jamaica has denounced the increase in unauthorized persons offering loans and microcredit services across the island. In a notice, the BOJ said the law requires all parties engaging in microcredit services or business as a microcredit institution to hold a license. Entities and individuals conducting business without a license are liable for prosecution. Microcredit business includes the granting of credit facilities to individuals or micro, small, and medium enterprises. The Microcredit Act took effect on July 30, 2021. And in business internationally, the UK economy grew by 0.2% in July, according to official data, following a sharp drop in the previous month. The Office for National Statistics said the services sector was the biggest contributor to growth, helped by the UK hosting the Women's Euro Championship. However, while the economy expanded in July, the growth was slower than the 0.3% expansion analysts had expected. Gross domestic product GDP fell in June due to the extra bank holiday for the Queen's Jubilee. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Cody Ann Barrett.
It's now time for our regional and international stories with Sandy Williams.
In the region, Prime Minister Philip Davis says Bahamians will make the decision on whether the country will become a republic. Davis was addressing reporters after signing a condolence book at the Senate following last Thursday's passing of Queen Elizabeth II. He says the decision on the country's future with the monarchy ultimately lies with the Bahamian public. Opposition leader Michael Pintard said he would support national conversation on the matter and believes the country should develop a white paper on what the move could mean for the Bahamas. On the international scene, automobile maker Ford has recalled 200,000 of its Expeditions and Lincoln Navigators models after learning their heating and cooling fan motors are prone to starting a fire. The specific models being recalled were built between 2015 and 2017. So far, the company has received reports of 25 fires. 12 of those caused extensive damage to the vehicles. Ford began reaching out to owners on September 12. It's asking customers to bring those vehicles back for free repairs. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Sandy Williams.
And that's the Midday News. I'm Kalisha Williams. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports, and production teams, good afternoon.